Alrighty, Coy. So obviously you called me out here to look at your driveway and of course your garage floor as well. So what symptoms are you seeing?
I'm getting some sounding and some cracking towards the edge of my concrete.
Okay. Do you know what's causing that?
I don't actually. I was hoping you could explain
Yeah.
it to me.
Well, you definitely called the right person, right? So there's three main causes. There's a commonality, which is actually the soil underneath. So the concrete looks okay in my opinion. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. The three main causes have to do with the soil underneath. So the first cause would actually be poor compaction. So before they actually poured the slab of concrete over, they make a baseline with like loose backfill soil. It's kind of like sand. So obviously it's going to be very uneven. And if they don't compact it properly, you're going to have what's called a void, which is like an air pocket. So when you go to drive your car on top of it, what's going to happen is the actual concrete is going to sink in that air pocket and most likely crack. Does that make sense?
That does make sense. Yeah.
Okay. So the second cause is actually drying and shrinking. So I want you to picture like a sponge. If you like got it wet and then left it out on like the counter, what would it do?
It would eventually dry up.
Oh, of course, right? And as it dries up, it gets super brittle. You're gonna like kind of crack that corner off, and it also shrinks. So obviously, if a sponge is similar to the loose backfill soil, all that soil is going to shrink and become very brittle, which creates voids, which is also part of the reason you're having that cracking and sinking of your actual driveway and your garage floor. The third cause is actually the opposite. It's wetting and softening. So I know we had a huge rainstorm about last week. Did this happen before or after that?
It was actually right after.
Right after, okay. So that might be the main cause of this. So that loose backfill soil is going to mix into mud very easily. And obviously mud's going to wash out very easily. So in my expertise, that's what I'm thinking it may be. So it's going to create voids underneath, air pockets. And there's nothing for that concrete to rest on. So obviously it's going to crack at that void.
That makes sense.
Okay. Any questions so far?
No, it sounds good.
Okay. So next, I'm going to go into the actual options for repair. Do you have any idea what those might be?
I don't. I'm unfamiliar. That's part of the reason why I called you out.
Perfect. So the first one is mud jacking. Familiar?
I am not. Sounds
Okay.
aggressive.
It is. So I want you to picture like a Coke can, like the diameter of one. So that hole will be drilled into your driveway. From there, they're going to take a machine that squirts out what's called like a slurry. It's made up of different mixtures. It's kind of like mud almost, but it's concrete. I've seen kitty litter even being thrown into there in the mix. Whatever they can find, basically. They actually squirt that in about 15,000 PSI. A car tire usually holds what, like 35 or 40 PSI?
Right.
Pretty crazy. So on top of that, what's going to happen is the actual slurry is going to squirt out the sides. And that nice lawn you have here in the garden, it's going to be littered with little chunks of concrete you have to pick up.
I wouldn't like that.
Yeah, especially if you mow your lawn. It looks pretty nice, so I assume you don't want your mower all messed up either.
Definitely not.
Right. So, I mean, on top of that, concrete is very, very heavy. It actually weighs 100 to 150 pounds per cubic foot. So adding more weight underneath your already sinking slab, what do you think will happen?
I would imagine it would potentially cause more settling.
Exactly. It's going to sink further. It's like tying an anchor to the already sinking ship.
Yeah, definitely.
So the next option for repair would be a full concrete replacement. Now, I don't know if you've already thought of this.
I have considered it.
Okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. You can definitely shell out 40 to 60 grand on a new driveway and garage floor. I don't know if that would fit your budget, but super invasive. So obviously a company would come in, jackhammer all of that concrete out, and then they would have to form a whole new slab. Do you know how long concrete takes to cure?
Actually, I don't.
So it's about 28 days.
It's a long time.
The thing about concrete too, it actually never stops hardening. So your current driveway and garage floor is going to be harder than any newer slab will ever be. On top of that, as we have already addressed, the underlying issue is the soil. So the soil, if they don't compact that properly, which they probably won't, it's not going to fix your issue. So, I mean, based off this, do you think that either of these options are a good choice?
No, it does not sound great.
Yeah. So next, we're going to get into the solution. I have a quick video to show you from our engineers just to explain it in a little bit more detail.
That sounds great.
Uneven, settled, and cracked concrete slabs can be a major problem when left uncorrected. Ugly cracks, pooling water, and dangerous trip hazards are just some of the effects of sinking concrete. Concrete replacement is expensive, invasive, and doesn't address the real root of the problem: the soils under the slab. The soil moves under slabs for three principal reasons. First, soil settles due to poor compaction. During construction, fill soil is often used to even out the building site. Unfortunately, strict procedures on compaction are not always followed. Over time, as the weight of the concrete bears down on these soils, they begin to consolidate and are no longer able to support the weight of the slab above. The next issue is the erosion of the soil due to poor drainage. During rainy seasons, homes with drainage issues wind up channeling massive amounts of water under the concrete. Over time, this leads to the soils literally being washed away. And the third issue is the soil shrinking due to overdrying. During extended dry seasons, heat from the sun radiates through poured concrete and superheats the soils underneath. These heated soils dry out and actually shrink like modeling clay left out in the open. The dried soils create voids under the slab, and the heavy concrete settles into these voids. Your slab is at the mercy of these soils. When the soils underneath the slab settle, erode, or dry and shrink, your slab reacts by cracking and dropping. Obviously, doing nothing is not an option. So how do you fix this embarrassing and often dangerous situation? In the past, homeowners had two choices: mud jacking or total concrete replacement. Mud jacking is heavy, it doesn't last, and often washes out, is very messy to install, and doesn't fix the problem. Total concrete replacement is even more invasive, expensive, and most importantly, doesn't address the real issue: inadequate soil. The Settle Stop Poly Renewal System is a commercial-grade, expansive polyurethane foam that was designed to address all three of the issues causing your slab to fail. Here's how this system works. A small penny-sized hole is drilled through the slab and down to the soils underneath. The ports and injection equipment are set up, and the high-density polymer is injected under your slab. The two-part urethane goes in as a liquid, allowing it to find all cracks and crevices within seconds.
So, I mean, as you can see here, it's similar to like spray foam. It goes in as a liquid, and then it expands.
That's pretty cool.
It fills the voids as it expands, compressing the soil, then stabilizing and lifting the slab. The small holes are then filled with cement. Your slab is now permanently stabilized. In fact, your repaired concrete is immediately ready for use. You can even support interstate level traffic within 15 minutes of installation. Let the Settle Stop Poly Renewal System improve how your home looks, eliminate dangerous trip hazards, and restore your peace of mind.
What do you think?
It looks good. I definitely would like my peace of mind restored.
So that's probably most important to you then, peace of
Yes,
mind?
definitely.
Okay. And do you feel like this product would give you that, this solution?
It does seem to. It seems more convincing than mud jacking, at least.
Of course, yeah. So, as you spoke about, we drilled penny-sized holes, and we actually put the solution down below the slab. First, it's actually kind of going to compact the soil, which is, again, your underlying issue already. Then it's going to lift and then permanently stabilize your concrete driveway and your garage floor.
I like it.
Exactly, yeah. So I know we spoke about weight too, how concrete weighs so much, 150 pounds per cubic foot.
That's definitely a lot.
Yeah, so it's definitely concerning. With this, it weighs 2 to 6 pounds. So you're adding practically nothing. After it hardens, it actually is just as hard as concrete. So it actually only takes about 30 seconds to fully cure, and you're able to drive on it, walk on it within 15 minutes. Of course, I recommend 24 hours just to be safe. So I definitely take that into consideration, 24 hours. But with that being said, we use this on an interstate level.
Yeah.
On top of that, after we're finished, we use the joint sealant. So all those cracks that you have already are going to be filled with a sealant. Now, this is part of the main reason why I say 24 hours, because if you were to drive that nice car you have, that BMW outside, you're gonna get that stuff all over the tires, in the wheel wells. You don't want that.
No, definitely not.
Exactly. So, with that being said, does poly sound like the right option for you?
It definitely sounds much better than the other options.
Okay. So is there any reason why you wouldn't go forward with something like
No,
this?
I can't see why not.
Okay, awesome.